Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we had our first snowfall this year. And as always, it's such a beautiful scenery when it's fresh white snow, crisp air, and it just gives you a warm and fuzzy feeling. So stay tuned, and we've got a few recipes that I've been cooking in the kitchen. Okay, this is my first attempt to make shepherd's pie or minced pie or whatever pie, the British meat pie that has meat, ground beef, potatoes, vegetables in it. And I've got the phyllo dough in the fridge, and we'll figure out how this is going to turn out. Hopefully good. Right now I'm sauteing the red onions. Now I always say I don't like onions, but I like red onions. I don't know why. But I guess if they're sauteed and they have a little bit of butter on there, everything makes it go down a lot easier. Maybe I don't like onions because it just burns my eyes when I have to chop it. Anybody else have tears of joy when you're cutting onions? Okay. So onions are sauteed. And put the meat in. Oops. I'm going to saute or cook this meat about halfway through because then the shepherd's pie is going into the oven. I decided to saute the carrots just to make it a little bit easier when it's cooking in the oven. That way it gets a little bit softer. So I put some oil in a stick of butter. Oh, I'm sorry. Not a stick of butter, a sliver of butter. I just like saying a stick of butter makes the food sound so rich, but that's just me. So a small little sliver of butter on a medium heat. So yes, now I don't know on this camera or on the screen when you guys are watching it, does this look like carrots or do these look like sweet potatoes? Because they are carrots. There we go. I put in 1 egg into the mixture. Now, I do not know. I've looked at 4 different recipes. Not one recipe is the same for this minced meat pie. So I'm going to do the egg for the binding. I'm going to put the carrots in. I'm going to put some peas in because that says what the vegetables are. And then put it together in a pie dish. Here's my pie dish, and I am actually using a narrow pie dish, not a deep dish, just for the fact that when it gets all spread out, it'll probably be easier to bake everything thoroughly. Let's assemble this phyllo dough with it. This is what it looks like before I completely cover it. Now, it says that you need to trim the edges of this phyllo dough. I am not wasting dough, so I'm just going to cover it over like this. I'm just going to cover it. Okay, we're going to come back in a minute after I finish. Here is the final product before going into the oven. I brushed it with egg yolk, and it seems to be sticking a lot better. And I did make a little opening in the center, and we'll see how well it comes out. So 30 minutes in the oven at 220 degrees. No, I'm sorry, 200 degrees Celsius. And since everything is already sauteed and pre-cooked, no more than 30 minutes, as per most of the recipes. Here is the finished shepherd's pie. And I did have a little bit of taste of the crust. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is so good, so good. And it did shrink a little bit. So there is a gap there, but oh, it tastes so good. I've got mashed potatoes ready, and it'll be soon to eat. This is the final product of the shepherd's pie meat pie. Eventually I'll figure out a name for it. Oh, but it smells so good. There we go. This is the inner piece. Everything is lovely, sauteed. Oh, and it smells so good. It is time to eat. So while the mince pie was baking in the oven, I went ahead and made a pumpkin pie as well. So I emptied out my freezer a little bit. So homemade dough, and just threw in the pumpkin shreddings and just made basic pumpkin pie recipe. So, oh, it smells so good all in here. It smells so good. I am making garlic bread, and I wanted to show you this parchment paper. It is brown parchment paper, which is the best thing. I found it at one of our Italian discount stores, Eurospin, and they actually have some really, really good products, especially when it comes to parchment paper. I buy it on the roll. It comes in like, I don't know how many meters, but it's a big box. And the parchment paper is brown. It is not bleached. Anything that is white, from parchment paper to toilet paper to paper towels, anything like that, if it is white, it has been bleached. And what is wrong with having natural paper instead of having it being bleached? Yes, so the concept is, if it's white, it's clean, but in that process, what are we paying for extra? Bleached paper that we use in our food and on our skin. So I love, love, love when I can find natural parchment paper, paper towels. It's absolutely fantastic. If it's not bleached, I buy it. So I was so excited to find that. So there's my little rant on brown and white paper, and onto the recipe. The bread is buttered. I put some parsley and garlic powder over it. Now you can take a clove of garlic, open it, and spread it over. But I've noticed that rips the bread even more when it's still fresh. So I'm going to put this in the oven for about 15 minutes. Let it toast, and then watch it a little bit. Take about maybe in 10 minutes, take a knife and just spread the butter over it and let it finish toasting up nicely. Garlic bread is finished, and I added a little bit of extra butter on the pieces that were extra dry. And oh, the aroma smells so good. So there is some fresh garlic bread, easy to make. The bread even was 50% off because it was a day later from the in the store, which is perfectly fine for this kind of recipe. You do not want completely fresh bread. So this one is an easy, budget-friendly recipe. Enjoy. Okay, I'm making some apple strudel. Found some ground apple in the freezer, so I'm going to use that up. And the rest of this phyllo dough that I have. Okay, I egg washed the top of the dough, and it's just ready to go into the oven. Now, basic recipe, apples that are peeled, cored, sliced and diced, some sugar, some cinnamon, nutmeg to taste, and a little bit pinch of salt, and that's about it. Nothing special for this recipe. So if you don't like it too sweet, you can add less sugar. If you don't like too much spices, you put less spice in. So up to you. There we go. In the oven for as long as the directions are on for the phyllo dough, the directions. So this one says 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes, but I think I will put it a little bit less because my shepherd's pie was, I think, a little bit over crispy, but it was still good. Apple strudel is finished. Nice and crispy. This one's soft. Oh, ow, that's hot. I think this one had the most filling in it, but that's okay. We love filling. Oh, the aroma smells so, so good. Try this recipe for yourself.